I'm Stan Moote, CTO with IBM, and I'm certainly a test and measurement guy. I love quality, and it's really great that I've got Kevin here. So just tell us, I think people are a little bit still confused about leader and fabric.
Hey, thanks for coming to see us here at IBC. So, Leader acquired Fabrics back in 2019, which is a lifetime ago, and we're extremely sensitive, like our customers are, when mergers and acquisitions take place. Has the test and measurement products I've chosen going to be thrown out? What's going to happen with the new company? So we were very careful to let the land lie and gradually pull together. Because obviously the Fabrics products are synonymous with quality of service. The transport streams, the ones and noughts, they're not just used by broadcasters, they're used by manufacturers to design, build and test and service all the products that broadcasters use out there. We're sitting behind it. On the other side, the leader products are very much that quality of experience. Thus, you see lots of them in camera shading positions, post-production. The leader customers are those who are really interested in that artistic intent, the storytelling part. So that's not to say each product doesn't do the other, but that's kind of their strengths. So over the last 6 years, we've gradually, behind the scenes, brought the back offices together, and then across the world, we've been bringing the sales organizations together with our partner network to bring, the test and measurement solutions that our customers know and love, but also enhancing them as they start their migration from SDI to IP.
Well, certainly beyond test and measurement, generally, one of the challenges I have with people all the time is PTP. How do you handle that?
Exactly. PTP is 2110's black and burst, and it's the heartbeat and it's the foundation of any system. If you don't get PTP right, you're building your house on sand. And PTP is well established. It's used by lots of other industries. So that's the kind of first piece we're seeing in this, is making sure that our customers understand PTP, understand that you're in a hybrid environment, that your black and burst and PTP have to be synchronized. Therefore, they must come from the same sync pulse generator that's got all of those, and all of those sources must be locked to the internal oscillator that will then be phase and frequently locked typically to GPS. But many of our customers now will be finding out that their IT systems have already got PTP in the facility, because that's what's referencing all their facility. And the broadcast system now needs to link into that. So as well as GPS, our devices support locking to PTP. So it means that your traditional studio infrastructure with its black and burst, SDI signals, digital audio references are locked to the PTP that is your house clock. What used to be black and burst as the house clock is now PTP. So we have tools that will generate that, and we also have a comprehensive range of tools that will measure that as well and display this in a graphical format, because one of the things with IP is you're looking at trends. These things don't just drop off a cliff. They start to go up or they start to go down. And having graphs over periods of time that can show you the trends allow you to carry out preventative maintenance before it becomes a critical service issue.
So it's kind of like a dashboard then.
Yeah, and our products integrate into those, should we say, bigger dashboards that have multiple vendors plugging in, so that the customer can configure that user interface for exactly the tools he wants, and we're feeding that information into it.
Kevin, we're really a whole world of different standards and formats. It drives people crazy.
Drives people crazy? How do you think Leader as a test and measurement manufacturer feel about this? We've got customers out there working with anything from SD through to 4K. So not just UHD, but 4K. We've got them working in HDR and SDR, 709 color space, 2020 color space. And now we've got SDI and IP. So hopefully we've addressed this with the new LPX 500 here, that is basically 4 fully featured, pixel accurate analysis tools in one box. And they can go right the way up, as I said, to 4K, and they can be SDI or IP, because we've added 2 100 gig ports, because you're going to need that once you start looking at multiple UHD services. And it has the ability to have one channel SDR, one channel HDR, one IP, one SD, one 709, any combination. They are completely independent, because our customers, some of them, don't know what they're going to face when they turn up on a production. They've been told one thing, but they get something else. So they need to quickly be able to reconfigure and set everything up so that they can deliver the quality programming that we expect from the channels, our customers.
The whole SD HDR thing is a nightmare to begin with in converting. So it's great you can look at each feed separately.
It is. We've been working to try and simplify, as I call this, single layer workflow, where we only convert signals where we absolutely need to, because we all know that HDR to SDR and SDR to HDR conversions, losing artistic intent is so easy in that. That's why there's so many LUTs out there, because your opinion on what round tripping looks like might be different to mine. And also, the signals don't like this being done a lot to them. So reducing the number of times you convert and having tools that allow you to monitor exactly whether it's HDR or SDR, absolutely vital, especially when it's live and maybe hundreds of millions of people are watching you make that mistake.
Well, let's not get into LUTs. That could take the whole interview going. Anyway, I noticed you're running a second display here now.
We are. IP has kind of escalated the number of tools we need to simultaneously monitor. And we've always been able to handle 16 tools simultaneously on our Leader and Fabrics products. But customers are saying, well, actually, I'd like a full screen and then I'd like the other tools. So we've added here the option of an extended display, which is completely independent. So you can customize this layout as you want for the analysis tools of your production, and then maybe if you need to deep dive suddenly into the HDR, you can select the layout for those. Maybe you've got an audio requirement you need to monitor. Let's bring up the audio tools. If it's the chief engineer, eye pattern and jitter and all the timing, and then, there's an issue with that IP system. Quick, let's bring up the PIT histogram graph. Let's see when the packets are arriving. What's the timing of my first packet arrival against PTP and black and burst? All of those are in here. So that's why a second display is essential.
With all the REMI productions going on, everything else, people need KVMs now.
They do. So what we've done on the LPX is we have a no VNC connection. And as you saw earlier, I've got a second display, so I can actually run 2 instances of no VNC for both the primary and the backup. So it's a network connection. So providing I've been given the correct permissions and I'm on the network, I can view what's going on my LPX 500 from anywhere in the world, which is giving you, again, that pixel accurate analysis tool in an IP world in a REMI production.